What if you could take the single best season from every player in baseball history and use that to build the ultimate lineup? This lineup is going to make the Springfield Isotopes look like the Shelbyville Shelby Villains. Now, before you ask, hey, where's Piano Legs Hickman, Brickyard Kennedy, or Bald Eagle Burkett? These are all real names, by the way. Or some other guy from a million years ago. I don't care if you hit 425 right after World War I. I don't care if you hit 50 home runs against pitchers who worked in the coal mines in their off days, or threw underhand. I want a team that will beat a 2025 All-Star team. Let's begin. On the bump, 1999 Pedro Martinez. If he wasn't 170 pounds, you'd swear he had to be on steroids. Pedro's 1999 numbers were off the charts. 23-4, ERA 2.07, FIP of 139, 313 strikeouts and 213.1 innings pitched, and an ERA plus of 243. For comparison, the average AL ERA that year was 4.86. Martinez had more strikeouts than walks and hits combined. He gave up 2 earned runs or less 24 times in 29 starts, with 6 complete game shutouts and 11 starts with 1 earned run. At the All-Star game that year, he struck out 5 of the first hitters he faced, including Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. By F-WAR, Martinez has the highest total of all time, slightly edging Steve Carlton's 1972 season, where Carlton needed 133 more innings to still have a lower WAR than Pedro. If that doesn't convince you, how about this? No opposing teams are going to pitch your guys inside because Pedro will hit everyone on the other team and then try fighting them all, regardless of age or size. Name a better starter or teammate. You can't. Next up, catcher. I'm going with Cal Raleig's 2025 season. Had 125 RBIs. And did I mention he broke the single season record for home runs by a catcher with 60? Raleigh is just 1 season removed from a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. His batting average of 247 isn't great, but with an elite 13.8 walk rate, his on-base percentage is 359 to go along with a 589 slugging. Raleigh also stole 14 bases. You might be wondering about Johnny Bench, who is arguably the greatest catcher of all time. I think in a competition of best single season, Raleigh's home runs are the edge. Both were Gold Glovers and great hitters, and if the Platinum Glove existed before 2011, Bench likely would have won at least one also. Next up, first base. By F-WAR, most of the 10 best seasons came 90 to 100 plus years ago. The guy who was the best of his era was probably Joe DiMaggio, but what was he facing back in the 20s and 30s? 85, 90 miles an hour? Onwards. My first baseman is 2006 Albert Pujols. With 49 home runs, 135 RBIs, a 331 batting average, 431 on base, and 671 slugging, Pujols was a terrifying hitter. He also won a Gold Glove that season, making him a defensive threat as well. He was runner-up in MVP voting to Ryan Howard, who hit 58 home runs and drove in 149 RBIs, but Howard's R-WAR was nearly 40% lower than Pujols. Despite having fewer home runs and RBIs than Howard, Pujols also led the National League in OPS and OPS+. A defensive first baseman who hits for power and average, I don't really see a better candidate. Next, second base, 1975 Joe Morgan. This is the highest F-WAR for second base in the last 98 seasons. Morgan's 11 WAR is the only double-digit WAR since 1900 that wasn't Roger Hornsby. Hitting in the 2 spot behind Pete Rose for the Big Red Machine, Morgan slugged 17 home runs with 107 runs scored, 94 RBIs, 132 walks, and only 52 strikeouts. He stole 67 bases in 77 attempts with a 327 batting average, 466 on base percentage, and 508 slugging. He was the NL MVP and also took home a Gold Glove for second base. In the past 75 years, the 3 highest F-WAR seasons by a second baseman are all Joe Morgan. If he gets on base, he's stealing second. If you hit it to him in the field, you're out. Next, third base. My third baseman is 2004 Adrian Beltre. With 48 home runs, 121 RBIs, and a 334 batting average and 629 slugging, Beltre won a Silver Slugger and finished second in NL MVP voting to Barry Bonds. Beltre put up 22 defensive runs saved at the hot corner in 2004. This was 5th most in all of Major League Baseball and second among third basemen behind Scott Rowland's 30. Beltre's ultimate zone rating led all fielders in MLB. A power-hitting corner infielder with great range, arm, and defense who also hits for average. What more could you want? Shortstop. By now you know it's not going to be 1908 Honus Wagner. It's 1991 Cal Ripken Jr. Ripken's 10.6 F-WAR is the second best all-time behind Lou Boudreau in 1948. Ripken led the AL in total bases with 368, with 34 home runs and 99 runs and 114 RBIs. He also had 46 doubles, hit .323, and slugged .566. For his efforts, Ripken won the AL MVP, a Gold Glove at shortstop, and a Silver Slugger. Ripken did all of this without missing a single game as part of his 2,632 consecutive games played. This surpassed Lou Gehrig's streak of 2130, which was previously thought to be unbreakable. A durable, elite defensive shortstop that was pretty much the first true power-hitting shortstop in the game. Yes, please. My honorable mention for shortstop is 2002 Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez hit a record-breaking 57 home runs, breaking his previous record of 52 set the season prior. That record still stands to this day. He batted .300 with a .392 on-base percentage and a .623 slugging, which is the second highest for a shortstop in the past 77 years, behind 1996 Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez won the AL Shortstop Gold Glove and Silver Slugger, but surprisingly finished second in MVP to Miguel Tejada, which seemed more due to the popularity of the Oakland Athletics win streak. In left field, I have 2001 fully juiced Barry Bonds. Loaded up on vitamin B and flaxseed oil, Bonds hit 73 home runs, a single-season record that has stood nearly a quarter century. He hit in 137 while scoring 129 runs. Bonds batted .328 with a ridiculous .515 on-base percentage, a number he'd improve upon over the following 3 seasons. His 12.5 F-WAR is 6th highest of all time, behind only Babe Ruth 98 to 105 years ago, and himself. Bonds put up a WRC plus of .235, making him more than doubly productive the average MLB hitter that season. In that category, it's the second best all time because he beat it the next year. You want more? Okay. His slugging of .863 doesn't even feel real to say. It's second all time to Mule Suttles, who slugged .877 in 89 games in 1926. Yes, it's a great name, but 89 games? Barry's walk rate of 26.7% is 4th all time, you guessed it, because he rebroke the record 3 more times before he retired. His 177 walks set a new record, but has moved down to 3rd behind Barry Bonds and Barry Bonds. Sensing a pattern? This was the easiest pick on this list. If I was going to pick a runner-up, it would be 1990 Rickey Henderson. Rickey batted .325 with a .439 on-base percentage and slugged .577 in the leadoff position. He swiped 65 bags and had a 10.2 F-WAR. For his efforts, he was selected as the 1990 AL MVP and won a Silver Slugger, possibly the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. In center field, 1997 Ken Griffey Jr. This was Griffey's best year in a sea of really great years during his prime. He hit 56 home runs, knocked in 147, which both led the league. He also led in runs with 125, slugging with 646, and total bases with 393. His 23 intentional walks was also tops in the AL for that season. For Griffey's efforts, he took home all the hardware: AL MVP, a Gold Glove, and a Silver Slugger, and of course received the most votes for the All-Star game. Maybe you'd make a good argument for 2013 Mike Trout with 30 home runs, 49 steals, 326 average and 167 WRC plus, and 10.1 F-WAR. But Griffey's my favorite player. In right field, I have 2022 Aaron Judge. The current holder of the AL home run record of 62, Judge's 11.1 F-WAR is behind only 5 seasons of Babe Ruth from 1920 to 1927. Judge led the AL in WAR, home runs, RBIs, walks, on base, slugging, OPS, OPS plus, and total bases. He won the AL MVP and Silver Slugger awards. For right field, I'd give an honorable mention to 2018 Mookie Betts. His 10.2 F-WAR is the second highest in the last 77 years for right field, behind only Aaron Judge. Betts hit 32 home runs, stole 30 bases, and scored 129 times, which led the league. Betts won the batting title for his .346 average, led in slugging with .640, also won a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, and the AL MVP. My DH is 2024 Shohei Ohtani. That season, Ohtani became the first and only member of the 50-50 club, hitting 50 home runs and stealing 59 bases. He was caught stealing only 4 times for a 93.6% success rate. Ohtani drove in 130 and scored 134 times, which was the most all-time by a full-time DH until he broke his own record in 2025. What else do you want to know? His .310 batting average was second in the NL behind Luis Arraez. His .654 slugging is second all-time for a season by DH, behind only Travis Hafner's 2006 season in Cleveland of .659. And his 180 WRC Plus is third all-time, behind only 2022 Yordan Alvarez and 1995 Edgar Martinez. In 2024, Ohtani won the Silver Slugger and his third MVP. My honorable mention is 2025 Shohei Ohtani. 55 home runs, 146 runs, which is the most all-time by a DH, 102 RBIs, 20 steals, his .622 slugging, 1.014 OPS, 179 OPS plus, and 380 total bases and 20 intentional walks all led the league. There you have it. My list of the best season lineup. And now the batting order. Leading off, Joe Morgan with 67 stolen bases. Second, Aaron Judge with 62 home runs. Third is Ken Griffey Jr. with 56 home runs. Batting cleanup is Barry Bonds with 73 home runs. Batting 5 is Alec Rodriguez with 57 home runs. Sixth is Albert Pujols with 49 home runs. Seventh is Shohei Ohtani with 54 home runs. Eighth is Cal Raleigh with 60 home runs. And ninth is Adrian Beltre with 48 home runs. Good luck facing that. What do you think? Do you disagree with any of my picks or the batting order? Let me know in the comments.